Hey, good morning, my fellow cellmates. Good morning, my fellow cellmates. Grab a cup of coffee. I got a lot to talk about today. Let's bring me up on my phone so I can see who's here and say hi to everybody. There we go. I got two people watching. Good morning, Susan. So, one of the top headlines I read this morning is the Georgia made it so that you don't have to take a driver's test to get your driver's license right now. I don't know about you, but wow. You know, I thought opening up, close proximity type businesses was reckless to begin with. Now they're just going to let you have your driver's license. Here you go. Take the test. Here, take the written test, and you can have it. Man, I'm really fed up. I'll be honest. I'm really fed up with people that don't seem to be able to keep it, follow the rules. This mentality of like, oh, I fought for my country so I can do whatever I want. Saw that on Facebook today. Don't think so. The whole mentality is, well, there's 87,000 people in this, and only 12 people. I don't think so. This is, you know what this is showing me. This is what this is really showing me. This is showing me the people who are willing to break the rules to do whatever they want. And let me tell you about real estate. Okay, let me tell you about the real estate. As real estate agents, we have to be ethical. We have an ethical, we have a code of ethics that we have to live by. We don't have a core. There's no, our core principle. There's no core principle. That's the individual thing. But we have a code of ethics, and our code of ethics is to be, to follow the rules and, be a good person. So what this is telling me is that there's agents out there that are willing to create a misdemeanor to get their deal done. So that tells me even in good times, they're willing to do it. They're willing to break the rules just to get their deal done, regardless of their ethics. I've been good. I'm following the letter of the law. I know a lot of our agents are doing that. I know my company agents are doing that, but there is people out there that just don't care. And not caring right now is like the worst thing possible. I understand we want to get out of the house. I'm stir crazy as hell. It's driving me nuts, but I can't do anything about it. And it irritates me to know that there's people out there that just don't care. They tried to soft open in the beaches a little bit, and what happens? They screw that up. So it looks like after tomorrow, the governor's going to shut down the beaches again because people just won't stay. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I mean, it's like being in jail. It is. But I'll tell you right now, when this breaks up, I know which agents you are. I know which ones are dirty now. I know who you are. So keep that in mind when you're negotiating with me in the future. I understand we have money problems. I understand there's even some out there that just say, "Oh, I didn't know." Yeah, there's one of them told me, "Oh, I didn't know we couldn't do it." Don't you have a broker? And don't lie to me because I know because I've heard stories. I know you're not on. I know none of these agents are listening to me right now. I know they're not, but still, It's normal people. It's normal people. They won't abide by the rules. Okay, let's talk about a whole other subject here. I don't know if this is real or not. Okay. I don't, there's people out there who say this is fake. This is all fake. The government's doing something. There's always those conspiracy people that think that the government's up to something. Good chance the government's up to something. I don't trust the government. I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, and I could probably throw them pretty far. But I think it's real. I think there is a legitimate reason. I don't think the numbers are right. I can guarantee you those numbers aren't right, but I think there's a legitimate reason. Hey, good morning, Kevin. How's it going, buddy? Emily, good to see you on here. Nick, how's it going? Seth, hey, hope you're loving the new house. Good job, buddy. Mark, keep it up. Keep it up. You're one of the good ones. Yeah, it's just irritating. It's just really irritating. I want to, it's like, why aren't people wearing face masks? I mean, it doesn't do any good. Yeah, they don't do any good. That's why they wear them at the hospital, because they don't do any good. It's ridiculous. Really is ridiculous. Why can't we just follow the rules? I know people feel like their rights are being taken away and their rights are being violated, and in some ways they are. But it's for your health. You should, trust me. I want to go back to business as usual. I want to be able to go back and do work. I filed for unemployment. I never thought in my wildest dreams I would have to file for unemployment. And I never thought I could, because I was self-employed. But my God, what a nightmare that was. When I got off this Spacecast on Tuesday morning, about 8:45, 8:30, 45, whatever it was done. I think I even cut the short show so I can get to it. I didn't get done till 3:30 in the afternoon. It kept crashing. It was pardon my French, a shit show. Just nuts. There's no reason why this isn't, you're right, Susan. There's rules for a reason. This isn't NASCAR where you can, try to work the gray areas. And unfortunately, with all these same place orders, there's a lot of gray area. There's a lot of open to interpretation. Especially when it comes to what, when they were doing the rules for us agents, everybody read the rules differently. That should not happen. The rules should be clear, black and white, and they're not. They're not at all. And they really should be. They should be perfectly clear. Everybody understands them, cut to, layman's terms, but they're not. They're not. They're written like they're written in crayon. And this is ridiculous. Hey, Roxanne, how's it going? But our society needs to just breathe. I say this like every other episode. Just relax and breathe. I realize we're not being able to do what we want to do, but there's times that like this, which are completely unprecedented. I didn't say that right, but oh well. Where we just need to just breathe and accept what's going on as a society. When World War II hit, we banded together to fight the enemy. Why can't we band together now to fight the enemy? The enemy is the virus. And I don't care what news organization you watch, which is Fox, CNN, I'm coming to the conclusion that they're all liars. They're all just tell you what they want to hear. They're all just, telling you minor, what they think you should know, and tensions are high. Yes, and my wife listening. Yeah, tensions are extremely high. And I see it on Facebook. I see both sides. There's no there's a middle ground, but then there's this way and there's that way. And over here is fake, and over here is do it or die. And frustrating, just absolutely frustrating. Especially the older generation. The vulnerable generation are the ones that are not acting like they're vulnerable. You go to the gas station, you still see elderly people out there filling their gas with no gloves and no mask, and just like, come on. I know we just got a 12th case yesterday, and this was my rant from yesterday. I was really fed up because I had to go to the post office, and of course, nobody wearing their masks except for me. And here we have a 12th case, which, by the way, has doubled in a week. They said the outlying areas were the ones, the rural areas were the ones that were going to get hit last. And I don't know if we're last yet, but we're ramping up. Lake County now is 6. Round Valley, Covelo, that's just a little secluded area. Those people interact with each other. They thought they were invulnerable. It was business as usual in Covelo, most likely. And now they have a bunch of people that are sick. How the virus got into Covelo, until we do some track and trace, we're not going to know. For all we know, it's one of those people came down and went to Costco or, went someplace down here and got it. Or that somebody came from out of the area and got it. Who knows? We don't know. We don't do enough freaking testing. That's another thing. That's making me kind of concerned, is we're not testing. We're still not testing. And if you do go get a test, guess what? You're going to have to pay for it. There's no free test. No, your health insurance is going to have to pay for it, or you have to pay for it and get reimbursed on your taxes or something like that. Yeah, not free. No free tests. What the? It's ridiculous. Why can't we be tested? Why can't they just set up the National Guard with testing stations in every county, and citizens can just go through and get tested? Why can't we make PPE? We don't have any swabs. It's a freaking Q-tip. You tell me we can't find somebody who can wrap up some Q-tips real quick? We got Girl Scouts, little girls making masks. You mean to tell me we can't manufacture a bunch of masks real quick? I don't get it. But that being said, coffee's good this morning, by the way. And I've only had 2 cups. You wouldn't think, huh? Yeah, it's just whatever. I'm struggling with having a good attitude with this, just because of the BS that I'm watching. The people, it's really separating us into 2 different groups: the believers and the non-believers, and the people who are citizens who abide by the law, and citizens who don't care about the law. And that's what it's really doing, is separating the men from the boys. Not to use that kind of analogy, but there you go. And I'm vice president of our association. I am trying to keep the status quo and do the right thing. And watching you agents, I know who you are. I have several different listings, and 2 of them are occupied. And I'm getting calls, but the agents, when they call, they don't want to write the offer, because traditionally you don't write an offer on a property that the buyer hasn't seen it. The buyer, you want your buyer, or you want your client to go see the property and know what they're buying. But unfortunately, right now, you can't take them to an occupied property unless it's been vacant for 5 days, which, that's, you can't, if it's occupied, the seller just can't move out for 5 days because that's a violation of stay in place. And where are they going to go? They can't go to a hotel because you're not supposed to rent lease hotel rooms right now. So they won't write offers on property sight unseen, which I understand. I get that. But one thing you got to remember in real estate is you got to roll with the punches. You got to adapt and overcome like a Marine. Things change. Issues change. Legislation changes. Things change to the point where you need to be able to adapt to those changes. Hey, Crystal, how's it going in Virginia? You need to adapt and overcome. And if you can't do that, then you're going to get lost in the wave, because these times our way of life changed overnight, literally overnight, and now we're in a whole nother scenario. We're in a whole nother ball game. We're doing things completely different than the way we did it, in March. 2020 is a new reckoning for our society and the world. And face masks, guess what? Until they have a cure, you're wearing face masks. You used to it. Get them, buy them, get them, make them, whatever. Wear them. The glove thing, okay, I get the glove thing. Some stores won't let you in with gloves now. That's a new one. Some stores will not let you in with gloves because they think that you've been all over town with the gloves on. I think some of us are smart enough to know how to use latex gloves and their one-time usage. So you put them on when you get out of the car. You take them off before you get back in the car. And I think signs on the front of the store that say, no, you can't wear gloves is idiotic. Idiotic at the most. And we're in a whole new ballgame. I don't even take my cell phone out of the car anymore. When I go in the store, I don't even take my cell phone in the car. I used to carry it everywhere I go. I don't carry it everywhere I go anymore. I don't, because I don't want to contaminate it. I don't want to have to wipe it down with a bleach wipe every time I get back in the car. Like, the next thing I know, $1,000 phone, poof. No, it's easier to just, after you clean yourself up, then check your messages and your emails and get back to people. That's just the way it's going to be with me. So if I don't answer the phone right away, if it goes to voicemail, I'll get back with you. Text me. I will get back with you. But that's not like I go to the store every day. I'm going to Costco this morning. First time out of the house since last week. Just because I got to. I got to do that weekly supply run. So I hope everybody is understood what I'm saying, and I think most of the people that watch my show are good with my comments and my opinions. Of course, these are all just my opinions personally, and I think most people that are my friends on my groups and my everything, are good people. I do have some. And I'm not gonna start blocking people and kicking people off my groups, and I'm not doing any of that because you're entitled to your opinion. That's the law, but I'm entitled to mine too. And if you think this is fake, fine, think it's fake, because slight possibility it is. It might. Who knows? We could have got this whole virus from Bigfoot. This could be the Bigfoot disease. Yeah, think about that one. And he got it from aliens. There we go. Yep. And the aliens got it from the Loch Ness Monster, and they gave it to Bigfoot. Bingo, I nailed it. Anyways, yeah, if you get all the way to the end of this video, then you're going to think I'm really crazy. Okay, guys, I'm out. Have a happy Thursday. Here you go. Elbow bump. Live long and prosper. Stay home, stay healthy, stay safe. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.